No, the Bumblebee movie.
Is better than all the other Transformers. That's a horrible take. That's disrespectful to Shia LaBeouf. That's disrespectful to Mark Wahlberg. That's disrespectful to the newest Transformers.
Mark Wahlberg!
G.I.
Rise of the Beast!
That included G.I. Joe, by the way.
I know.
Laugh. Do not laugh when you see him.
Matt, you are horrible. You are horrible. Matt, no, you laugh first.
The camera,
Matt,
the camera got it.
no, we have instant replay. We'll watch. We'll see.
However, you saying that this is number 5 is the most disrespectful statement I've ever heard you make. That's fine. On this podcast. That's fine. That's fine. Lord of the Rings being number 5. Yes. Can I trust what movies you have above
I
that?
bet you a lot of people agree with me what I just said.
You got the Real Steel trilogy above there.
Thought you went to film school and you liked film.
Exactly, and Fantastic Mr. Fox is a film.
It does.
G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra
It does
is
not
even
compare to
you can't
Avatar.
even call it a movie.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You can call it a piece of turd that's on the side of the road.
My brother Junior, who drew
Whopper Jr. is
Whopper
referred to
Jr.
last episode. Thank you. And he said
because I knew you were coming on the podcast.
So Big Bro had to come handle his own business today.
Okay.
So he pulled up on you.
I respect it. I respect it.
That's what I heard the whole time during the car ride.
And what's wrong
It's
with
y'all-
that?
y'all said-
Why can we not be annoyed by a movie? Why?
No, y'all are
Annoying
y'all
is
are
a
annoyed
bad
by the
word.
movie.
If you're annoyed by a movie,
You are not
then
annoyed
it
by a
makes it a
person.
bad
You are not
movie.
you are not-
Yes.
you
It's
are
It's the
not
person,
annoyed by
not the movie. It's the person,
You're
not the
annoyed
movie.
by-
The character of Wade Wilson,
Yes.
the main freaking character of the movie, I was sick and tired of 20 minutes into the movie.
If you did,
Father,
Try again, little boy.
you haven't seen this movie.
So you
Why
came
you
after
lying?
me. You came after me for.
He's a baby
Got it
so you
4K.
no.
Got it
so you-
4K.
So you
Got it
Mom,
4K.
Mom, help me.
So you want to talk about me?
Welcome back to the podcast about movies. It's Drew.
It's Luis.
It's Matt Harvey. And we got us a dang good show.
We got a new setup, fellas.
We do.
Yeah, it's some slight.
It's cool.
So, it is 2025. So that means we gotta reflect. We gotta reflect on the movies of 24. What a great year. Wasn't quite 2023, but the highs were very high
The highs were very high.
and the lows were mega low.
Can I disagree?
Yeah, so only ready for this.
Can I disagree?
What did I even say, bro?
Well,
I'm looking at Luis's list already. I'm already pissed.
yeah,
off.
I'm kind of
I'm
mad
already
too. But
pissed.
Why are you guys looking at my list, bro?
all right, well,
Get on my list.
We'll just let it stay there. But
All right.
I feel like this was a weak year for movies.
It
to me.
wasn't a weak year at
I
all.
feel like it was weak.
Okay.
There's been years we got back-to-back hitters where you're like, bro, I don't know what's in my top 5. Like
what was
this,
the?
this hurts putting this movie above this. I don't know if I felt that way this year. I felt like one movie dominated the year and others kind of fell in line, and it's just like, okay, like we got some really good movies, but great movies. Barbie, Oppenheimer in one year, you
Whoa,
know,
hold
like
up. You're putting Barbie as a great. It came out with a great movie, but it's not a great movie.
It was a great time.
It's a great time.
Okay, but it's not a great movie. Don't say a great movie.
I mean, it won a lot of awards.
It's not a great movie though.
It's a great movie.
I've never heard you talk about Barbie like that.
I talked about it. Me and my wife had an argument about it. It's
Okay.
I broke
okay.
down about it. But I don't feel like 2024 was the best year for movies.
I never said it was the best. I said it was good.
I just
It was better than 22,
I don't even know what happened.
I don't even
Avatar,
remember.
and all that.
I'm sorry that one of the top grossing films of all time. It wasn't Avatar.
Oh wait, 22 had the Batman everywhere.
Yes.
Everything everywhere all at once. Top Gun Maverick. Yeah.
What do we say?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, 22 was elite. All right. But we're going to rank our top 5 of 2024.
You know what we should do after this? We should do a top worst of
Yeah,
2024
I agree. All right.
because there were some bad movies in
Top-
that year.
The best movies of 2024. Okay, so we've been arguing this all year, pretty much. But do we want to start with honorable mentions?
I say we just stick to the original.
Okay.
You know?
All right, number 5, Luis.
I have Deadpool and Wolverine at number 5.
Okay.
It came out when there was really nothing coming out at its time, and it was a great movie. You
What,
had-
in the middle of summer?
yeah, there was not that many great movies in the middle of summer that came out, like Deadpool and Wolverine,
I agree with that.
Twisters?
I was the only one.
and that was at the beginning of summer.
No,
Deadpool,
Twisters was in the same month as
No.
Deadpool, July.
Either way, Deadpool and Wolverine came out at a time to where everyone was excited for it, to where you knew Wolverine, like Hugh Jackman was coming back, and the amount of cameos that you saw. Drew, you even got spoilers, which sucked for you, but like
I remember that.
you had so many great cameos in this movie, and it wasn't a bad movie. It was very entertaining to where like I enjoyed the movie the whole time. I never got bored once, really.
This,
so yeah,
this movie probably had the biggest argument of the year.
yeah. Kel, you're still on my
Mikhail,
side.
yeah. Well, I saw it again, and I will say it's better. Which you said you agreed, right? You saw it again.
I just want
and
to throw a
you're-
chair at Matt's head right now.
What is he doing? I don't
He's
like how
being-
Matt's in the middle.
That's what I'm saying. I told you. I
why
am
y'all
in the
so
middle
mad about me being in the middle?
because
bro?
I'm always in the middle. It's
Well,
throwing
it-
off the
It's
the
time to
crowd.
change things up for once in a while, bro.
No, 2025 is not the year to change it up.
Okay. I don't think Deadpool Wolverine is the top 5 movie of the year.
I agree.
I don't think when it comes to what Marvel has done, the greatness that we've gotten, I don't think it deserves to be in a top 5 movies for this year. I really don't. Was the movie good? Did it do good things? Yes, but like it was just for me still mindless hashing and slashing and all this other type of stuff. It didn't have that great of a story. I don't think it was what it could have been.
Yeah. What's
So-
your number 5, Matt?
My number 5 is Inside Out 2. I had a great time with this movie. When I first saw it, I definitely thought there was hype to where it could potentially be one of the best Pixar movies. And then I saw it again, and the hype came down a little bit. But I still thought it was an amazing movie, definitely for the year. I think it's one of the top grossing films for a Pixar movie of all time. I believe
yeah,
so.
animated in
It
general.
was the number 1 of 2024, and guess what was behind it, Matt?
What?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh.
So you're saying it's a bad movie is still crazy to me.
Well,
Shut up. Keep going.
people went to the movie theaters to see it, but that doesn't mean it delivered.
It did.
But
It did. We
Yeah.
they can go look back at the podcast where we argued about it
yeah, go check it out if you want to see us arguing for 2 hours.
because Matt got mad about the character of Deadpool being annoying. So
next person.
yeah.
Number 5, Furiosa. I saw this mug twice, and just it's so good to be back into George Miller's Mad Max universe. It's a crazy time. You never know what to expect. I think it has one of the best villains of the year with Chris Hemsworth. See, I don't like how Matt just looks into the camera. Chris Hemsworth.
It's a great take. He's a great villain, bro.
Chris Hemsworth's character. He was fun to watch, and
See, Matt being in the middle doesn't make sense.
Why does it not make sense?
can we
It's
stop
a,
worrying about this?
It's a great take, bro.
All right, and
Explain how he's a great villain.
he is a great villain.
What was so great about him?
Just his charisma and his attitude. He was funny at the same time as being menacing. As like you never knew what he was gonna do. Was he gonna make a joke 1 second or shoot somebody in the head the next? You know, which I think makes it for a great villain. That was a great explanation.
I
screw
did.
y'all.
I
Screw
didn't.
y'all.
I wasn't trying to laugh. He looked at me and laughed.
No, that was a great
I think
take,
that was
bro.
a great. I really truly believe that was a great
All right.
explanation.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
he's a top villain.
That's
bro.
my number 5. Do you have it in you to make it epic?
Yeah,
We quoted him a lot too.
we did.
And I'm about to make this podcast epic right now with my number 4,
All right.
Dune Part 2.
Okay.
And I don't really need to explain why it's at number 4. It was a good movie. It was a great movie of the year. It was 2024 great movie of the year. These two will be on its butt for the remainder of their lives, and they'll have it at their number 1, and they'll explain it to you
Louise.
why it's a great movie.
Louise.
It's at my number 4, and that's
Louise.
where I'm gonna keep it. Kel, you agree with me. Junior, you agree with me. Many of Americans agree with me
No,
on
they
this take
don't.
too.
No, they don't.
So I don't care what you guys
Louise.
really have to say.
They-
Dune Part 2 is at number 4 for me. Matt, go ahead.
Listen to me right now. When you hear them, I'm not even going to argue with him right now. I want y'all to hear the movies that he has above this, and then we'll talk about it as a family. We'll have a little family talk. All right,
Have a little.
we'll have a little family talk. But let's hear his top 3 before we get
Luis,
to
where did you
talk about it.
first see Dune Part 2?
at AMC,
What theater?
the one in North Park.
No.
No, I saw it at Cinemark. Wait, where did I see Doom Part 2 at?
Flicks.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I did not see Doom Part 2 at
But you
Flicks.
saw it on a regular screen.
Yeah, and it didn't change anything for me.
You're
Hold on.
You're hot.
Because even he said this too.
I saw it on a regular screen, and I had the most epic time ever watching it. So I still thought it was an amazing movie, despite seeing it on an IMAX screen or not. But I did ended up seeing on an IMAX screen.
Whatever. What's your number 4, man?
Okay. I get where you were going, but all right. My number 4 is Twister. Glenn Powell, man, thank you for an amazing time
What a
at the movie
man.
theater. The whole movie was great. We had a good time laughing. We wanted to roll up in a truck and go sit in a tornado. So
Facts. Every
Yeah.
time we saw a storm.
yeah, just hit what it is. But thank you.
Anytime it still storms, we still do that. Like that's how big of an impact that had on us.
And I want a hat and a white tee.
A
And
cowboy hat and a white tee.
Walking in the rain.
You got to get your biceps full though. So
Facts.
you could,
That's who I think about.
when
You guys
working
think
out,
Glenn, you guys think Glenn Powell's is the next like movie star, like a Tom Cruise kind of guy or no?
He could be.
I think
He's not an action star, I don't think.
I think it's Timothy right now. Glenn's in there as up and
Timothy,
coming.
but do you put Timothy as a movie star or as an actor?
I put him
He's
Because
an actor.
I-
Are you what?
That's what I'm saying. Because like Glenn Powell, is he a movie star or an actor?
Movie star.
Okay, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
The only
But Glenn has
movie.
been in films too. He's been in The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay, hold up. You
He's
can
a
shut up,
Christopher Nolan, that's a film.
He was a small role.
bro. He
doesn't
said
matter.
like 2 parts of that movie.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. He was still in it. It's still a
Doesn't-
film.
no, that doesn't. Oh, that does not mean anything.
He was
Why
a-
doesn't it
that
matter?
does not mean
His
anything.
character doesn't have a name. It's just stockbroker.
Hold up. Is
There's no money here.
Is
This is
Zendaya
a
an
stock
actress or
exchange.
movie star?
Lately,
Actor. Challengers.
actor. Timothy's actor.
Everyone.
Jason
in-
Momoa?
Movie star.
Why? He was in a film.
He's in the Minecraft movie.
He's in a film.
No.
He's in a. You just said.
He's in
you.
fi-
He's in a
His
film.
biggest roles are
He's
Aquaman,
in a film.
Aquaman.
Did I
Fast
not
and
just
Furious.
disprove his point?
No.
What point?
He was in Doom Part 2.
He was in
Doom Part
Doom
1. Okay, is that a film? Yes or no?
It is a film.
Okay then.
But
So
movie
he's a-
stars, movie stars can be in films.
No, but I'm disproving his point of saying Glenn Powell's not an actor because he was in a film.
I think he could be in more films and do amazing.
Wait, Glenn Powell is a movie star.
He said he was an actor because he was in
Yeah.
Dark Knight. That's what I was trying to prove. So shut up. Go.
What do you mean you did?
But also, movie stars can be in films.
No, I get that. But all I'm saying is he was trying to prove that
He's
Glenn
more
Powell's
of
an
a-
actor.
He's more of a movie star.
Sure.
You
This
can't
is
say
a-
that
he-
boy was an actor.
But I'm saying I believe he would do fine in a film. I
This
really
is an
do.
irrelevant argument. All right, my number 4 is a movie y'all haven't seen, but Anora. This movie was incredible. Yeah, it's. I don't recommend it.
Yeah,
but-
tell us the plot of the movie.
Yeah, what's,
Yeah.
what's it about, bro?
So, a woman
Mm.
falls in love with this young guy.
What does this woman do?
She's an entertainer.
What kind of
What kind of
entertainer?
entertainment? What you watching over there, Drew?
Dance.
Dance? What kind
What
of
type of
what type of
dancing?
dancing? Is
The Macarena. The Macarena.
the Macarena.
The Macarena? No
Right.
way.
All right. This is only the first 30 minutes, right? I had my eyes closed the entire time.
No, you didn't. Count.
All right.
Count. Count. You did not have your eyes closed watching that movie.
All right.
If anything, you were like this.
Anyways, it's about a. But then the
Just say the movie. Just say it.
the Russian mob comes in to play, and she's fighting for her life, but the movie ends, and it turns out it's about the sex industry and how it makes people feel and how it ruins people's humanity, and it's just deep, and it makes you. It's one of those movies that you sit there when the credits are rolling, and you're like, wow. And so, Anora was a great movie. What?
All right, my number 3. A movie that you guys haven't seen, unless you did see it, because you said you would. But Sing Sing,
Mhm.
about these prisoners who literally, the way they find freedom from the prison is by putting on plays. And there's this guy named John, and he's with this other guy who they only find their freedom when they act, when they have this acting role, and like this is probably the best acting I've seen in a movie this year from this guy. Like he was in
Coleman Domingo.
Yeah, he was in. I'm trying to figure out what other
He was
movies.
in The Color Purple, huh?
Yeah.
He was in. I was gonna say he was in Transformers, Rise of the Beast, but that's not it. I swear he was in a different movie that I've seen before.
I've heard it's incredible.
It is a great movie though that
it
you
was
should
really
watch.
under the radar.
But only because the only reason I watched this because I watched on my
Apple
legal.
Yeah, he was in The Color Purple, and he was also in The Walking Dead, Fear of the Walking Dead.
But it was under the radar because it only came out at the film festivals. Really, I
Yeah.
never really touched the theaters.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Bro,
why I didn't.
I
It's a-
tried
It's an Apple.
I
it's an Apple
I found it
original.
on my
during Christmas
websites.
break. I tried to go find this movie, and I could not find it anywhere.
I found it on my legal website. So if
And
you
I
ever want to
looked.
come over and watch the movie, I'll let you know. You can come over whenever you want. I'm telling you, it's a great movie. It
Hey,
has some
Luis, you had a great milestone happen a couple days ago, huh?
couple weeks ago.
Couple weeks
I got married.
Luis got married.
How do you feel,
Hey.
man? Got
I
married?
feel great. I feel great. We got more movies of 2025 coming that I get to go see with my now wife.
Yeah.
So that'll be amazing. She might be on the podcast. Who knows?
We need
We'll
to
see.
get her on the podcast. Maddie Munoz.
Maddie Munoz.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. They grow up so fast. They really do.
Sorry we didn't get to celebrate your marriage on our podcast.
We did. We mentioned it.
He wasn't married yet. Or he was already
was
married.
already
He was
married.
already married when we started the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, is it the 1 year anniversary?
Is it?
Wow.
When did we start?
We started in January.
When was our first podcast ever?
Wow.
Go ahead with your number 3, Matt. I'm gonna look for our first podcast ever.
Okay. My number 3, The Wild Robot. This movie, DreamWorks, thank you for an amazing time at the movies. Look, the way
This movie-
emotions
It did.
were
do it for me.
had during this movie, I had an amazing time. Is this movie number 1?
No.
No. I'm gonna just say that now.
This movie didn't do it for me, guys.
You're crazy. It was an amazing movie. It was. I think,
watched it. I was like, cool.
I
And then
think it
was
was
just like,
way
Hold up.
better.
I
It
wanna
was-
know this in
It
the-
was way better than Inside Out.
I
2.
want to know this in the comments or on Spotify, whatever. Whose takes are the worst?
No,
Is it
we don't need
Drew's?
to do this.
Is it Matt's?
It's
or is it mine?
obviously yours.
No,
Luis.
we want to. I want to hear from our family,
It's both y'all
from our
combined.
community. Whose has the worst takes? Because we've heard from a lot of different people. A lot of people said Drew. A lot of people said me. A lot of people said Matt.
Rarely anybody says.
Rarely anybody says
it-
me.
No,
That's a
no,
lie.
people
That's
say,
such a lie.
People say you have bad takes all the time. People say you have bad.
I know,
takes.
I said it.
Rarely do people say I have bad takes.
Nobody. No.
I promise
Nobody
you.
says I have bad
All right,
takes
let's vote
ever.
on it. People, America, do what you do. Vote on who has the best
We'll
and the
post
work
this
taste.
clip. All right.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Whatever. My number 3, Challengers.
I knew it.
So
I knew it, bro.
Listen.
And I knew it.
what?
The
Go
amount
ahead.
of movies that you watched this year and just like we're having to close your eyes, I guess, huh? That's what you
yeah.
love to do.
Yeah. Hollywood.
Didn't even
y'all
watch the
tripping.
movie.
Anyway.
Don't say they tripping. You watched
You
it.
watched it.
You paid for it. You're like, yeah, I want it.
This came out. This came out in April, and I was still like, I still think about it.
What do
you be thinking
what
about,
are you thinking
Drew?
about the movie?
You think
What
you
parts?
think about them hitting the tennis balls?
Can I talk? All right. So it makes.
Zendaya,
We're just genuinely
the two guys
we
that are
just
in the
want to
movie.
learn, bro. We're genuinely interested.
I'm trying to talk.
Okay,
Alright, go ahead.
All right,
please.
so it makes tennis out to be this metaphor, but then there's this love triangle within the whole movie where you don't know what's gonna happen. It's toxic. It's messed up. Zendaya is a scumbag in this movie,
Wow.
but the score is also incredible. That it makes tennis out to be this huge scale thing, and they have some shots that are under the tennis court where it makes you it's incredible. I haven't seen any sport movie do this, and so it's a great movie. I really think you guys need to just sit down and watch it. I will watch it with you guys.
I'm not watching it.
I'm
bro.
not watching.
You
it.
got it.
Now it does have some weird stuff. Like again with Honora, I'm not gonna recommend it,
No, you like that, bro.
but I can't deny its greatness.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You like movies with all that.
whatever.
My number 2. Water still, a sword is still a sword. Gladiator 2, my number 2 of the year. I mean, it was a great, entertaining movie all around.
That was my best review of the year.
What does that even mean?
Like I was really proud of my review of that.
Oh, that's great, True.
Whatever.
I didn't really
Keep
ask.
talking.
But either way, that movie is my number 2 of the year. Paul Mescal did an amazing job. Pedro Pascal did an amazing job, but he didn't have that much work in it. And then Denzel, what a guy. What an actor. That is an actor right there who I could be proud of, that I was sad to see die in that movie.
What an actor.
But you know what? He did his job. He did his part. He got his money and he got out of there. That's what Denzel did.
It's always interesting seeing Denzel play a
Bad person.
a villain.
Yep.
But yeah.
But that was my number 2. It was very entertaining. I loved it. I couldn't keep my eyes off the screen. Did I say that right? I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It still wasn't better than the first one, but it was still good.
I had to see this twice. It was my number 2 of the year. But I had to make an audible. And that's what life is, gentlemen. It's making decisions and changing those decisions every now and then. My number 2 movie of the year is Alien Romulus.
Wow. Where's that at?
It's a good pick.
It is a
good
great
pick.
pick. I
Here's
just
why.
didn't think it was going to be there.
Thank you for
I-
appreciating Gladiator's mediocrity.
Hold on. It's a good movie.
It's mediocre.
It's a good movie. But Alien Romulus 2 was probably, besides Dune, one of the best movie experiences I had this year. I already love the Alien series franchise. I love Alien versus Predator. But seeing Alien Romulus, they gave me everything I wanted in the movie. It felt nostalgic, but it also felt new at the same time. You could tell, like, Sigourney Weaver should be comfortable with who they passed the torch off to.
Agreed.
I mean, incredible actress. What's her name?
Kaylee Spani.
Yeah, she did an incredible job. The actors in that movie did amazing. I loved it. Like,
Why'd you look like that, Drew?
Do you have a crush on her?
No.
Oh yeah, you never mind. But yeah, it was a great time.
All
Alien
right.
Romulus, thank you.
Drew, you're number 2.
My number 2.
Just say the movie.
Wicked. Let's go, baby. One of the best movies of the year. One of the best experiences of the year. So good, I might go see it a 4th time. What?
Go ahead.
All right. I love musicals. It's no secret. But
What's your favorite?
Yeah, what's your number 1 movie of all
I
time?
think we already know.
La
but-
La Land. Thank you.
Okay.
Check Pete the Hat. All right.
But you haven't seen Les Mis, right?
Uh-uh.
Or In the Heights,
No,
or West Side Story.
I have seen West Side Story,
The new one or the old one?
the new one. All right. So why are you? This
No,
is
we're
my-
ju- we're
this
ju-
is
we're
my-
just-
We're
we're
just, we're just wondering because you said you love musicals.
I
I'm
do
just
love
wondering.
musicals.
Okay,
All right.
keep going.
So, this movie I think will go down as the biggest and best musical event of our time. What do I mean by that? I mean the amount of fans I saw flock to the theaters was insane. You got to appreciate that. And it's one of those movies that you're like, wow, I love movies. I love being with a packed theater and just enjoying this huge scale production. I don't know. It was awesome. And I'm hyped for part 2. So I still listen to the soundtrack. What were you going to say, Matt?
I have beef with your list.
Why?
I really do.
Because, okay,
No.
all of them are films, yes.
I'm glad you said that.
That's okay. What are we talking about? Alien Romulus is 6. But I would say that's a film.
I have.
Would you agree?
It's not a film. It's a movie.
No.
It's for sure a movie.
No.
Those aliens.
Alien 1 is a film.
It's a movie.
Alien 2 is a movie.
Just because it's made by James Cameron does not make it a film. It's a movie.
The first one's made by Ridley Scott.
Yeah. The second one, which is the biggest one,
James Cameron.
is made by James Cameron.
But
that does not make it a
that's-
film.
it makes it a movie. The second one does.
No.
Yeah, the second one's a movie.
All of them are movies.
The first one's a film.
All of them are movies.
Because it's condensed. It's in one area. It's more technical than any of them. It's a film.
no, it's
And
a
so
movie.
is Alien Romulus. Anyways.
They're movies.
Anyways. film. Alien versus Predator.
What's
movies.
so funny though is I knew you were going to do this, but
Do
I
what?
woke up. I woke up just hoping whenever we did record this podcast that Drew was gonna have at least two movies on his list. At least maybe even three one day that aren't films.
You
But
could argue
you
Furiosa.
you just can't do it because it's in your DNA. You just can't fight
Hey,
it.
so why you
It's
mad
just-
at me?
It's just who you are.
So why are you mad at me?
Just break away from it one day.
No. For my top 5 of the year, of course I'm doing the best films of the year.
There's some amazing movies that came out this year.
The best movie of the year was Twisters.
No.
The best movie.
No.
Like,
The fact is,
Like
what
movie.
makes me mad is he didn't put Inside Out 2 on there, which he was on Inside Out 2,
I
Yes.
was.
and you didn't put it on there.
It didn't age as well. That happens.
You were on Twisters.
Which
I'm still on Twisters. We Live in Time. I used to be on that, but that didn't age well. Anyways, honorable mentions, Luis.
why are you trying to get us out of there? We could
Because y'all are done. We're done.
You know what?
You didn't kick me at all.
Get him out of there.
There's no punches. No punches.
My
were thrown.
honorable mentions: Furiosa, Transformers 1, and Godzilla.
Can you all right, let's take a minute. Transformers 1.
It was a surprise. I thought it was gonna be the worst movie of the year.
We all thought that.
We went there expecting to make fun of this movie, and it actually was like a really good movie.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I saw it 3 times. I had a great time.
Gosh,
I did.
I don't think I'll see
I
it
saw
again.
it. I saw it twice, I think. But and then my last one, Godzilla Kong. It's not a great movie. It's just a great time that we had when we went to go watch it. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. That's all that. That's why I put it there.
Yeah.
Okay. Mufasa.
I watched it. It's all right. It's all right.
I had an appreciation for it.
It didn't
There,
age
there
well.
was one song and that was it.
I feel like it does age well because like it ages well because the story's already there with Mufasa. Like you already
people that
wondered why Mufasa was as great as he was, and I think that aspect is given in that movie to where it really doesn't have to age. Like it's just like, oh, okay, like Mufasa has always been him and will always be him.
Yes, I also don't think they could. They didn't have to make this movie though.
Timon and Pumbaa are stupid annoying,
That's who they are.
They're annoying in the
They're-
cartoon.
yeah.
but they're actually funny in the cartoon.
I mean,
The live action versions,
It's
want-
Seth Rogen and
Yeah, I'm just
someone I don't know who.
people's beef with it is valid, with the CGI, with the cheesiness.
So here's the thing that I know why I get why everyone hates it, and I saw this on a review. The reason people don't like live action Lion King versus the real one, besides the animated one, is because the facial expressions, you don't get the same facial expressions you get in animated that you get in real life that you would get in animated.
sure.
Like them smiling, them being sad, them having all these expressions, all these emotions that you would feel in the animated one, you don't feel in that
I
in
agree
the
with
in the
that.
real life one.
I agree with that. I still loved it though. I felt like it was new but nostalgic. I think the songs, no songs would ever be good as the original Lion King.
I've always wanted a brother.
Yeah, but
That's the only song I know.
I enjoyed Mufasa's backstory. Also, Furiosa was amazing. Gladiator 2 is in my honorable mentions now.
See ya,
Just
Gladiator.
just
See
so
ya.
just with time,
So disrespectful.
it sat on me a little bit. And
Shut up.
This
Drew,
is
what's your
just
honorable
where I am.
mentions?
Alien Romulus, We Live in Time, and DD. DD was a great movie. All right,
Gosh, I hate
It was
this
a
man's list.
great film.
are we
Hate
ready,
this-
fellas?
I really hate this man's
It
list.
was a great film.
Are we ready, fellas?
My number one, DreamWorks. Thank you so much for an amazing movie. That was the best movie of 2024. It really was. The emotions about a duck or a geese.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Shut up. Shut up. A geese
it's a geese.
and a robot. A geese and a robot.
We heard you the 5th time, bro.
And it puts you through that many of emotions, Drew. I don't want to hear you talk. You want to talk about film? That could be a film right there itself. That is a film.
Whoa.
That's a film itself. There.
Whoa! Stop!
Either way,
Stop.
the Wild
It's not a film.
the Iron Giant's a film, and I think this is better than the Iron Giant.
It's not a film.
It is.
I don't care.
I don't care what you say.
The
I
Wild-
don't care what you say. You
Luis,
both are wrong.
The
You
Wild
both-
Robot is not a film.
Shut your mouth. Yes, it is. It
Are
really
you gonna
is.
let him sit there and say this?
He can't.
Are
He
you,
has to.
Are you going to
He's
sit
gonna
there and let
sit
him
there
say
and
this?
sit there
The
and shut
Wild
up.
Robot is not a film. It is a movie.
Why?
Because
Tell me why.
there's nothing that makes that movie a film.
What doesn't make it a film? Please, I see.
Matt?
This is the thing. There's no shut. Both of you shut
No,
up. This is the thing that I've had the problem with you guys. You both say it's a movie, it's a film. Explain to me why it can't be a film.
Why does it matter?
Explain to me why it can't be a film.
Why does it matter?
Why does what matter?
Why does it matter the difference of movie and film?
Because tell me
Why
why
does
this
it
can't-
matter?
No, because you're just saying it can't.
It does matter.
Why?
It does matter.
No.
Here's why. Because if I'm somebody who just gives you 5-star restaurants without ever recommending any lower joints that are amazing food, but it's different.
But when you
you're,
go,
you're
but
never like you're always going to think I'm the person who this is all I like, this is all I represent. I only represent 5-star restaurants.
Yeah.
Versus the places in the hood that still give you good food. You're gonna sit down, you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna eat good. You gotta have a balance to both.
But at the end of the day, if you're doing a ranking,
yes.
you would be insane to put that restaurant,
Why?
random restaurant,
Why?
over a 5-star restaurant.
if-
You'd be insane to.
If Auntie's chicken is better than this 5-star restaurant's chicken, I'm not insane for that.
But if
You're gonna tell me
ranking
if I'm getting a little portion like this, and I go to the Auntie's restaurant
That's
down the
not
street
your
and they're
cup
giving me
of
a portion
tea.
like this, and it's better,
them- okay, that's good.
That's what we're saying.
That's
with
what we're
movies.
saying.
Okay, back to this. I would.
And by the way, that's the difference between movies and films. By the way,
that doesn't.
I
But,
can-
but tell me
okay.
why the Wild
Right.
Robot's not a film.
I can agree
that it's a film.
that it might be a film.
No.
You can argue that.
No, you can't.
Why?
No, you can't.
Tell me why. That's all I'm
can't.
wondering. That's all I want to know.
It has deep ideas.
I don't care the difference between a film and a movie, but you guys always bring it up, so I want to know why it can't be a film.
I think you can argue that it can. Anyways,
Either way, that's my number one.
So
that
bad.
was that. I'm ready for Wild Robot 2, Wild Robot 3. I really am.
Sure.
Because I believe that is an amazing trilogy that DreamWorks is going to bring to us.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
It has the potential to beat How to Train Your Dragon trilogy.
What was your second movie?
Gladiator 2.
What was your third?
Sing Sing.
Okay.
so
Ladies and gentlemen,
our number one.
our number one,
Dune.
Dune Part 2, easily.
It has been since March.
No movie, in my opinion.
And that's wrong.
No movie,
And your opinion's wrong.
in my opinion, no movie has come even close.
And
to
your
this
opinion's
movie.
wrong.
In my opinion, there has been Dune 2, and every movie has been competing to be good. Because, like, here's my gauge. After I saw that movie, I had so much excitement saying, these movies this year have the potential to be better than it. I said that about
Furiosa,
A Quiet
Gladiator.
Place,
Oh,
A
shut
Quiet
up.
Place, Gladiator
Ain't nobody
2.
thought a Quiet Place better.
Um,
All right.
Like, I wanted these movies to surpass it and be better than it, and none of them have even come close. None of them. Alien Romulus, I had a great time. It was the best movie experience I had this year, but no movie has made me feel like Dune Part 2.
From when the opening scene starts and it's that voice where there's nothing on the screen, you know Dune is different.
Why?
Because it's just,
Why? Well, I got that at CIY. Why? Tell me why.
wait, what?
I got the same talking on a screen with nothing on the screen. Talking voice with nothing on the screen. You're telling me that's
It's
why
a
it's
di-
different?
it's
You're
a
telling me
diff-
that's different.
It's a different language. What are we talking about?
So was that
And it's a
CIY.
deep, menacing voice.
Okay, keep going.
So,
Keep
oh
going.
my
that
gosh.
was
no,
so
that statement
Okay.
just
That-
wowed me.
no.
That statement right there is an idiotic statement.
Who's the main character of the Wild Robot?
Roz,
Okay. Who's the main character of Dune Part 2?
Timothy Chalamet.
You could tell me with full conviction that Roz the robot was better than Timothy Chalamet.
I never said that. I never said that. Hold up. You can't.
Why?
Let's go through the list. Let's go through the list.
Why?
Gosh,
Let's
you're-
Luis. Let's go through the list.
Let's go through soundtrack.
Wait. Let me play this.
All right.
Soundtrack?
All
Let me play this.
Go ahead. Go
Soundtrack?
ahead. Yes.
I'll go through
Yes.
soundtrack.
Yes.
I'll go through soundtrack because I believe it's better.
No.
I believe
You
it's
can't do
better.
that.
I believe it's better. I truly believe it's
not
better.
even in the
I
same
truly
building.
believe
What song have you listened to from the Wild Robot? None. You don't play it anywhere.
Yes, I do.
You don't play it in
the
the
training,
office.
the training sequence, which
Oh
is
my
training
gosh.
him. That song
Luis,
puts you through emotions.
let's go through
where
the
they-
list.
Shut up, y'all are idiots.
Let's go through the
no,
list.
Stop talking. Here, I'm gonna
No.
explain what.
He
I'm
was
gonna-
cooking. He was cooking. He was cooking.
Go
He
ahead.
was cooking.
Which main character is better?
Roz.
Now he's
You don't
just
mean
putting
you don't
saying
mean that.
stuff
You
out
don't-
his butt.
you don't- you-
Now he's just
you
saying
didn't mean
stuff out
that.
his
You didn't
butt.
mean that because the first time I bought that
Now
argument
he's just
up,
saying stuff
It's
out his
Roz.
butt.
you don't mean that, bro.
She gives me more emotion than she. That
Oh!
Timothy Chalamet.
Yes,
Okay, what side
Hold on.
characters are better?
the Fox, Pedro Pascal.
What villain is better
Who's the villain?
in the Wild Robot?
No,
yeah, I don't
who-
even
no,
know.
No, who's the villain? Who's the villain in Doom Part 2?
There's 3: the Baron,
Mhm.
Fade Rotha,
Mhm.
and the
Emperor.
and they
the
do,
Emperor.
and they all do nothing really compared to the
To who?
The robot, the other
Oh,
robot.
the other robot.
Yes,
Oh, the other robot.
yes.
That's the most generic villain I've ever seen
What
in my
is-
entire life.
And here's the thing.
It's not even the best
Please
DreamWorks villain.
Please tell me what does Austin Butler do?
It's not even the
Tell me
best
what Austin
DreamWorks
Butler
villain.
does.
Austin Butler has a fear factor to him to where you don't know
He's
if
crazy.
Paul's gonna make it out.
He's crazy.
You
He
do.
bites people and
You
rips
do
their
know
flesh.
if he's gonna make it out.
And then
And
he
he is the Messiah.
eats
You guys know
girls.
that.
he feeds people to the girls he has caged up and trained them to
He's
eat people and
insane.
be
That's great.
cannibals.
That's great. What does he do?
We just told you.
He doesn't speak. He's barely an actor in that movie.
Oh my god.
He barely acts in that movie.
Sometimes the best acting is by not saying too much. Sometimes the best acting is bro. If you just look at what he does with his eyes most of the movie, how
Y'all.
how he's bald and he
Here's
just
the-
stares at the camera.
Here's
like,
the thing. Here's the thing. Why you guys have been on Dune Part 2 so long?
Which fight scenes are better?
There was really not a fight scene.
don't know
in
if you can
You
compare.
can't compare.
Which score is better?
There's not
Yes-
really a score.
yes,
it's a
there is.
song. It's
Yes,
song.
there-
There's
yes,
songs.
there
There's no
is.
songs in Wild Robot.
Yes,
Not
there
true. They
is.
do have scores, but Dune Part 2 scores are. Come on, bro.
Which score is better?
I'll give you Dune Part 2.
Which cinematography is better?
Wild Robot. The Wild Robot.
Luis.
I don't care.
I just want to go back to main character. Roz versus Paul Moabdid Atreides, Duke of Arrakis.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me Roz the robot is better than Timothy Chalamet, Paul Atreides?
She gives me more emotion as a robot.
plays
than
You're
Roz?
insane.
Huh?
Who plays Roz?
Lupita. I don't know her last name, but it's Lupita something. Shut up. Here's why you guys are on.
Which-
Here's why you
which
guys are on
she's
Doom
an
Part 2.
amazing- she's an
Here's why you
amazing
guys are on Doom Part 2, and why I've been saying this.
No, she's not.
You guys are on Doom Part.
Whoa.
What'd you just say?
A Quiet Place Part 1?
Okay, but go back to
Or
12
Day
years,
One?
12 years a slave.
She was a great
She was
actress,
an
but
amazing
she was
in that.
trash in
She's
that
also
one.
on Black Panther.
She was trash in Quiet Place Day 1. We'll get to there.
Okay, but here it is. Here's why you guys are on Doom Part 2 for the longest time, and why you guys have it at your number 1. Nothing came out before Doom Part 2 to challenge it. So you guys saw Doom Part 2 and were like,
That has
oh
nothing
my
to do
gosh,
with
I want to be
anything."
on your booty cheeks for the rest of this year, and I don't want to get off. And so you bid on it, and you haven't got off. Great movies have came, and I've beaten it.
No.
You just have to admit it, but you don't want to.
What great movies?
There's my saying.
What great movies?
Gladiator 2.
It wasn't close
The
to it.
Wild Robot.
Wasn't close to it.
Sing Sing.
Haven't seen it.
Exactly my point. And you can't.
That's a terrible argument, Luis. What does timing have to do
The
with anything?
movies before it weren't as good.
There was. Tell me what movie. Tell me what movies came in before them.
Nothing.
Exactly. So you saw this great movie.
But I-
with
But
like,
guess what? We've seen every movie you've listed except Sing Sing, but that's why it's still number 1. So what does that have to do with anything?
Wild Robot. Okay, Wild Robot's better. It has more emotion
just keep
than
saying
Doom
that.
Part
You're
2.
putting a DreamWorks movie at your number 1. That's not even.
Yes.
Doesn't have arguably the best villain of all time. Doesn't have arguably the best score of all time. It's arguably not even the best DreamWorks movie
It's the
of
best.
all time.
It's the best story I've heard of all time.
Of all
in
time.
DreamWorks,
Yeah, almost there. It is.
a robot and a duck.
Yes.
And a goose.
Yes.
Better than a dragon and a Viking.
Yes.
Better than a panda
wait,
and a.
Hold up.
Whoa!
A dragon and a Viking.
You think it's better than How to Train Your Dragon?
Yes.
You don't mean that.
Look at him. His eyes are shaking.
He's getting
Here's why I
stuck,
said
bro.
it. No, I'm not. Here's why I said it. Because I just watched How to Train Your Dragon a couple weeks ago. Wild World's better.
Oh my gosh.
That's all me. I promise.
All right.
Puss in Boots' Last Wish.
Yes, easily.
Uh,
Easily.
Kung Fu
How to Train Your
Panda-
Dragon's
Kung Fu
better.
Panda?
Kung
Yes.
Fu Panda 1.
And 2.
Yes.
Shrek.
Yes.
Prince of Egypt.
Megamind.
That's where I have it at. It's between that and Spirit and Wild Robot.
Spirit?
All them three are right there.
This man likes Spirit. All right. Great episode, guys. Not really. We will look forward.
Who had the worst take? Who had the worst list? Was it Drew? Was it Matt? Or was it me? Let us know in the comments. I truly believe it's Drew at all time.
Well, okay. Sorry, you guys don't like art. All right. So
It's
I
not
just don't-
that.
I just-
And
It's
you
not
haven't-
that.
you haven't
Sorry,
seen-
Sorry,
you
I
haven't seen 2 of them.
Sorry, I just don't like eating at a 5-star restaurant every single time.
Well said.
Sorry,
There's a
Well
reason
said.
it's 5 stars.
that's not true.
Whatever.
What was that?
Bye.
What was that?
Love
Peace
you guys.
out.